Hello everybody, welcome to the 1971 Foreign World Cup. So, we have made it to the 1970s. So, in the previous season in 1970, Denny Hulme for the second season in a row had taken the Drivers' Championship for New Zealand, but the United Kingdom secured their 11th title in 1970. With the new decade in the 1970s we're in, will the United Kingdom be able to win yet again and take home a 12th Nations title? Without further ado, let's meet this season's lineup. So here is the group lineup. We have the United Kingdom, the defending champions, with Jackie Stewart, Pierre Gesson, John Surtees and Graham Hill to represent the team. New Zealand are not competing, which means Denny Hulme will not be defending the driver's title to make it 3 in a row for him. So the next highest placed team in the championship standings get the number 2 spot, which goes to Austria, with Helmut Marko, Gunther Uber, Dieter Kester and Niki Lauda to represent the team, with team number 3 being the United States with Mario Andretti, Al Unser, AJ Foyt and Joe Leonard, and team number 4 of Switzerland, with Joe Siffert, Claire Gazzoni, Herbert Muller and Walter Brunn. Looking further down, we've got Argentina as team number 5, team number 6 goes to Canada, team number 7 is Sweden, and West Germany make up the top 8 teams. And to make up the rest of the field, Italy is team number 9, France is number 10, and the 11th and final spot going to Belgium. So that is our 11 teams. Let's take a look at how the group lineup will play out. And here are the group lineup for the 1971 Foreign World Cup. Looking at Group A, the ones to definitely watch out for: John Surtees, Helmut Marko, Claire Gazzoni, George Eaton, Roy Pearson, Jean-Pierre Beltois and Jackie X. That's a massive group of drivers to watch out for in Group A. Looking at Group B, you've got Jackie Stewart, AJ Foyt, Walter Brunn, Joe Bonnier, Nanigali and Jean-Pierre Gabon, probably the ones to watch out for. So again, a large group of drivers to watch out for in one group. Group C, the ones to watch out for, in my opinion, would be Graham Hill, Al Unser, Joe Siffert, and Bjorn Waldegaard are probably the ones to watch out for. And the fourth and final group, the ones to watch out for, I would say, are Niki Lauda, Mario Andretti, and Carlos Pieretti, and Jurgen Bars. So that is the 4 groups lined up complete. Without further ado, let's get started with Group A. And here we go, it's Group A of the 1971 Foreign World Cup. And without further ado, let's get into the first race of Group A to kick things off. So the first race, we are going to the 24 Hours of Daytona, and it's Clay Regazzoni that wins for Switzerland. Jorge Capiro is second for Argentina, Helmut Marko takes third for Austria, Giancarlo Gigarli is fourth for Italy, Jean-Pierre Beltois running off your top 5 for France. Going over to race number 2, we head to South Africa. Joe Leonard wins for the United States, Clay Regazzoni is second, John Surtees is third, fourth is Jackie X, and Giancarlo Gigarli running up your top 5 for Italy. Race number 3, we go to the 12-hour Sebring. Gigarli wins for Italy, Jackie X is second for Belgium, Claire Gazzoni is third, Jean-Pierre Beltois is fourth, and John Surtees rounds off your top 5. And to complete the first quarter of Group A, we go to Spain at Montjuic. George Eaton wins for Canada, Jackie X is second, Jorge Capero is third, Joe Leonard is fourth, Aaron Kremer running off the top 5 for West Germany. So before race in and leading the way, it is Clay Regazzoni with 67 points. Giancarlo Gigarli is second with 59 points. Jackie X is third with 58 points. Fourth is Joe Leonard with 56 points. And to wrap the top 5 is Jorge Capero with 50 points. At the bottom of the board so far is Roy Pearson of Sweden with 31 points. Now to go off to race number 5, we go to the 1000 km of Monza. Jackie X wins for Belgium, Giancarlo Gigarli is second for Italy, third is Joe Leonard of the United States, fourth is Ronnie Pearson of Switzerland, Claire Regazzoni of Switzerland runs off your top 5. And going over to race number 6, we head to the 1000 km of Spa-Francorchamps. Claire Regazzoni wins for Switzerland, John Surtees second for the United Kingdom, third is John Eaton of Canada, fourth is Jackie X of Belgium, and Jorge Capero rounds off your top 5 with Joe Leonard in 9th place for the United States. No, Giancarlo Gigarli, 11th for Italy. Race number 7, we go to Targa Florio. Clay Regazzoni takes another victory. Jean-Pierre Bertoy second for France. Joe Leonard is third for the United States. Fourth is Jackie X of Belgium. Giancarlo Gigali rounds off the top 5 for Italy. And to play the first half of Group A, we go to Monaco. Clay Regazzoni wins yet again. Ronnie Pearson third for Sweden. Joe Leonard third for the United States. Fourth is Giancarlo Gigali, and Erwin Kramer rounds off the top 5 for West Germany. So halfway to Group A, leading the way is Clay Regazzoni with 153 points for Switzerland. Jackie X is second with 119 points. Joe Leonard third for the United States, 111 points. Fourth, Giancarlo Gigali of Italy with 108 points. And throughout the top 5 is John Surtees of the United Kingdom with 86 points. At the bottom of the board is Helmut Marko of Austria sitting on 62 points. Going to race number 9, we go to the Indy 500. It's another victory for Clay Regazzoni of Switzerland. Joe Leonard is second. John Surtees is third for the United Kingdom. Fourth is Helmut Marko of Austria. Ronnie Pearson running off the top 5 for Sweden. Race number 10, we go to the 1,000 clause of the Nürburgring. Ronnie Pearson takes the win for Sweden. Giancarlo Gigali is second for Italy. Third is Jackie X of Belgium. Joe Leonard fourth for the United States. Clay Regazzoni running off your top 5. Race number 11, the 24 Hours of Le Mans, is Jackie X that wins for Belgium. Giancarlo Gigali is second for Italy. Erwin Kramer is third for West Germany. Jean-Pierre Bertoy is fourth for France. Clay Regazzoni running off your top 5. And to complete the third quarter of Group A, we head over to the Netherlands and Zandvoort. It's John Surtees that wins the United Kingdom. Ronnie Pearson third for Sweden. Clay Regazzoni third for Switzerland. Fourth is Jackie X of Belgium. Erwin Kramer running off the top 5 for West Germany. And so we've got 4 races left to go. In the standings, it's Clay Regazzoni leading the way with 216 points. Jackie X is second with 182 points. In third is Giancarlo Gigali with 166 points. Fourth, Joe Leonard with 161 points. Ronnie Pearson rounds off the top 5 with 144 points. And at the bottom of the board is Helmut Marko of Austria sitting on 94 points. Going to race number 13. We go to the 1,000 kilometers, that's Austria. Helmut Marko wins for Austria's home race. Clay Regazzoni is second for Switzerland. Ronnie Pearson third for Sweden. Fourth is Jean-Pierre Bertoy for France. Jorge Capero rounds up the top 5 for Argentina. Race number 14. We go to the Paul Ricard in France. Jean-Pierre Bertoy wins his home race. Ronnie Pearson second for Sweden. Third is Helmut Marko of Austria. Fourth is George Eaton of Canada. Jorge Capero rounds up the top 5 for Argentina. Meanwhile, Clay Regazzoni finished the race in 9th place. And going to the penultimate race, we go to the United Kingdom at Silverstone. Jackie X takes the win. Ronnie Pearson second for Sweden. Third is John Surtees. Giancarlo Gigali is fourth for Italy. Helmut Marko rounds up the top 5 as Clay Regazzoni finished the race in 9th. And complete the final race of Group A, we go to the 6 hours at Watkins Glen. Another victory for Jackie X for Belgium. Jean-Pierre Bertoy takes second for France. Third is Ronnie Pearson. George Eaton fourth for Canada. Clay Regazzoni rounds off your top 5. And so the winner of Group A, it is Clay Regazzoni with 261 points for Switzerland. In second is Jackie X for Belgium with 249 points. Third is Ronnie Pearson of Sweden with 216 points. Giancarlo Gigali takes fourth for Italy with 197 points. Fifth is Joe Leonard of the United States, 195 points. Sixth for France is Jean-Pierre Bertoy, 193 points. John Surtees takes seventh for the United Kingdom with 174 points. Helmut Marko is eighth for Austria with 156 points. Ninth is George Eaton for Canada with 153 points. Erwin Kramer takes 10th for West Germany with 146 points. And in 11th place is Jorge Capero of Argentina with 140 points. So with the first group out of the way, let's take a look at the standings before we head over to Group B. Looking at the standings after Group A, and of course being as usual, it's a direct reflection of the first group. Clay Regazzoni getting Switzerland off to a very good start. Jackie X getting Belgium off to a great start as well, and so does Ronnie Pearson for Sweden. Could this be a sign Switzerland could get their second title after their shock victory in 1968? United Kingdom are down 7th, so if they want to get their 12th title, they need to hope the next 3 groups go their way. But with that out of the way, let's now move over to Group B. And here we go, it is Group B of the 1971 Formula World Cup, and without further ado, let's get into the first race. So race number 1, we go to the 24 Hours of Daytona. It's Jackie Stewart wins for the United Kingdom. Jean-Pierre Gabon is second for Belgium. John Can third for Canada. Joe Bonnier takes fourth for Sweden. Helmut Lewis rounding off the top 5 for West Germany. Going on to race number 2, we go to South Africa. It's AJ Foyt that wins for the United States. Then Jean-Pierre Gabon is second for Belgium. Gunther Uber is third for Austria. Fourth is John Cannon of Canada. Raymond Touro rounding off the top 5 for France. Race number 3. We go to the 12-hour Sebring. It's Walter Brun wins for Switzerland. AJ Foyt second for the United States. Third is Jorge Omar de Rio of Argentina. Helmut Lewis is fourth for West Germany. And Joe Bonnier rounding off your top 5. And to complete the first quarter of Group B, we go to Spain. It's Joe Bonnier that wins for Sweden with AJ Foyt in second. Naigali is third for Italy. Jean-Pierre Gabon is fourth for Belgium. Walter Brun rounding off your top 5. So we're 4 races in. And leading the way is AJ Foyt with 74 points. Jean-Pierre Gabon is second with 59 points. Joe Bonnier is third with 57 points. Walter Brun is fourth with 53 points. And Jackie Stewart rounding off the top 5 with 50 points. At the bottom of the board is Jorge Omar de Rio with 36 points for Argentina, and Helmut Lewis of West Germany also on 36 points. Going to race number 5, we head to the 1,000 kilometers of Monza. Jackie Stewart wins for the United Kingdom with Walter Brun third for Switzerland. Nanigali is third for Italy. Fourth is Gunther Uber of Austria. Helmut Lewis rounds off the top 5 for West Germany as AJ Foyt finished the race in 7th place. Race number 6. We go to the 1,000 kilometers of Spa-Francorchamps. Nanigali wins for Italy. Raymond Touro is third for France. Helmut Lewis is third for West Germany. Gunther Uber fourth for Austria. Jackie Stewart rounds off the top 5 as AJ Foyt finished the race in 6th. Race number 7. The Targa Florio. It's Jackie Stewart that wins for the United Kingdom. Raymond Touro is second for France. Jorge Omar de Rio is third. Fourth is Nanigali. Gunther Uber rounds off the top 5 as AJ Foyt finished the race in 7th. And to complete the first half of Group B, we go to Monaco. Jean-Pierre Gabon wins for Belgium. Walter Brun second for Switzerland. Jorge Omar de Rio is third. Nanigali is fourth. John Cannon rounds off the top 5 as AJ Foyt finished the race in 6th. So halfway into Group B, leading the way, it's Jackie Stewart with 117 points. AJ Foyt is second with 112 points. Nanigali is third with 106 points. Fourth is Jean-Pierre Gabon with 105 points. And to complete the top 5 is Walter Brun with 104 points. And at the bottom of the board is Helmut Lewis of West Germany with 77 points, which is one less than John Cannon of Canada that sits in 10th with 78 points. Race number 9. We go to the Indy 500. Nanigali wins for Italy. Raymond Touro is second for France. John Cannon is third. Helmut Lewis is fourth. And Walter Brun running off the top 5 for Switzerland as Jackie Stewart finished the race in 6th. Race number 10. We go to the 1,000 kilometers of the Nürburgring. It's Jackie Stewart that takes the win, with AJ Foyt taking second for the United States. Gunther Uber is third for Austria. Raymond Touro is fourth. Jean-Pierre Gabon rounding off your top 5. Race number 11, we go to the 24 Hours of Le Mans. Joe Bonnier wins for Sweden. Jackie Stewart is second for the United Kingdom. Helmut Lewis is third for West Germany. Nanigali is fourth. John Cannon of Canada rounding off your top 5. And complete the third quarter of Group B. We go to the Netherlands and Sanford. It's another win for Jackie Stewart. Jorge Omar de Rio is second for Argentina. Helmut Lewis takes third for West Germany. Fourth is Joe Bonnier. Walter Brun running off your top 5. So we've got 4 races left to go. Looking at the standings, it's Jackie Stewart leading the way with 197 points. Nanigali is second for Italy with 157 points. AJ Foyt is third with 153 points. Fourth is Raymond Touro with 143 points. And to wrap the top 5 is Jean-Pierre Gabon of Belgium with 141 points. At the bottom of the board is Gunther Uber of Austria with 116 points. Going over to race number 13, we go to the 1,000 kilometers of Austria. Jackie Stewart wins the United Kingdom. John Cannon is second. AJ Foyt is third. Gunther Uber fourth for Austria. Walter Brun for Switzerland running off your top 5. Race number 14. We go to France and Paul Ricard. It's another victory for Jackie Stewart. Nanigali is sent for Italy. Gunther Uber is third. Walter Brun takes fourth. Joe Bonnier running off the top 5 for Sweden. Race number 15. We go to Silverstone at the United Kingdom. Jackie Stewart takes yet another victory. Helmut Lewis is sent for West Germany. Jorge Omar de Rio is third for Argentina. Walter Brun fourth for Switzerland. And Nanigali rounds off the top 5 for Italy. And for the 16th and final race, we go to the 6 hours of Watkins Glen. John Cannon wins for Canada. Jorge Omar de Rio is second for Argentina. AJ Foyt is third for the United States. Fourth, Nanigali of Italy. Helmut Lewis rounds off the top 5 for West Germany as Jackie Stewart finished the race in 9th. And the winner of Group B, it is Jackie Stewart with 279 points. Nanny Gali takes second for Italy with 206 points. AJ Foyt is third for the United States with 200 points. Fourth is Walter Brown of Switzerland with 187 points. Then a tie for fifth between Jorge Omar de Rio and John Cannon for Argentina and Canada respectively with 186 points each. Seventh is Helmut Lewis of West Germany with 175 points. Raymond Touro is eighth for France with 132 points. Jean-Pierre Cabonte is ninth for Belgium with 170 points. Joe Bonnier is 10th for Sweden with 163 points. And Gunther Uber for Austria is in 11th with 156 points. So with 2 groups down and 2 more to go, let's take a look at the championship standings. With Group B out of the way, look at the standings, and Jackie Stewart gets himself into the lead of the Drivers' Championship by 18 points over Claire Gazzoni, and the United Kingdom see themselves up the top of the nation's competition, even though it's only 5 points separating them. In second place, Switzerland. Jackie Stewart dropping down to third for Belgium, but keeping Belgium in third place by only 16 points over fourth place Italy, with 2 consistently good results from the United States putting them in fifth. So, 2 groups down, 2 left to go. Let's now move over to Group C. And here we go, we're on to Group C for the 1971 Formula World Cup. And without further ado, let's get into the first race of Group C. And the first race at Daytona is going to be won by Bjorn Waldgaard, Sweden. Andrea de Alamich is second for Italy. Dieter Quester is third for Austria. Fourth is Graham Hill of the United Kingdom. Ross Stoneman rounding off the top 5 for West Germany. Going to race number 2 in South Africa. The win going to Al Unser for the United States, with Nestor Garcia Vega second for Argentina. Ludwig Heimerth is third for Canada. Fourth is Bjorn Waldgaard. Francis Sever rounding off your top 5. Race number 3, the 12-hour Sebring. Andrea de Alamich takes the win for Italy. Rolf Stones is second for West Germany. Nestor Garcia Vega is third for Argentina. Fourth is Francois Severt, with Gustav Gosselin rounding off the top 5 for Belgium. And to complete the first quarter of Group C, going over to Spain, it's Nestor Garcia Vega winning for Argentina. Al Unser is second for the United States. Bjorn Waldgaard is third. Graham Hill is fourth. And Ross Stoneman rounding off your top 5. So after 4 races, leading the way is Nestor Garcia Vega for Argentina with 69 points. Bjorn Waldgaard is second with 63 points. Andrea de Alamich is third with 59 points. Fourth is Al Unser with 55 points. Ross Stoneman running off the top 5 with 50 points. At the bottom of the board is Joe Siffer of Switzerland with 32 points, just behind Gustav Gosselin with 33 points. Race number 5, we go to the 1,000 kilometers of Monza. Nestor Garcia Vega wins for Argentina. Rolf Stoneman is second for West Germany. Third is Dieter Quester. Joe Siffert is fourth. Andrea de Alamich running off your top 5. Race number 6, we go to the 1,000 kilometers of Spa-Francorchamps. It's Francis Serbert winning for France. Andrea de Alamich is second for Italy. Third is Joe Siffer of Switzerland. Ludwig Heimerth is fourth for Canada. Graham Hill rounds off the top 5 for the United Kingdom, as Nestor Garcia Vega finished the race in 10th position. Race number 7, we go to the Targa Florio. It's Graham Hill that wins the United Kingdom. Joe Siffer is second for Switzerland. Ludwig Heimerth Sr. is third for Canada. Fourth is Francis Severs, with Nestor Garcia Vega running off the top 5 for Argentina. And to clear the first half of Group C, we go to Monaco. Rolf Stoneman wins for West Germany. Francis Sever is third for France. Ludwig Heimerth Sr. is third for Canada. Graham Hill is fourth for the United Kingdom. And Joe Siffer rounds up the top 5 for Switzerland, as Nestor Garcia Vega is finished the race in 6th place. So halfway to Group C, looking at the standings, it's Nestor Garcia Vega leading the way with 121 points. Rolf Stoneman is second with 112 points. Francis Sever is third with 109 points. Fourth is Andrea de Alamich with 104 points, and to wrap the top 5 is Bjorn Waldgaard with 99 points. At the bottom of the board is Gustav Gosselin for Belgium with 57 points. Now going over to race number 9, we go to the Indy 500. Francis Sever wins for France. Ludwig Heimerth is second for Canada. Graham Hill third for the United Kingdom. Al Unser is fourth for the United States, and Dieter Quester rounds up the top 5 for Austria, as Nestor Garcia Vega finished the race in 7th. Race number 10, we go to the 1,000 kilometers of the Nürburgring. Rolf Stoneman wins for West Germany. Al Unser is second for the United States. Dieter Kester is third. Joseph is fourth, and Ludwig Heimerth rounds off your top 5, as Nestor Garcia Vega finished the race in 11th. Race number 11, We go to the 24 Hours of Le Mans. It's Bjorn Waldgaard that takes the win for Sweden. Francis Sever is safe for France. Ross Owen is third for West Germany. Fourth is Al Unser. Nestor Garcia Vega rounding off your top 5 for Argentina. And to complete the third quarter of Group C, we go to the Netherlands. It's Francis Sever that takes another victory for France. Ross Owen is second. Andrea de Almich is third. Fourth is Bjorn Waldgaard. Gustav Gosselin rounds off the top 5 for Belgium, as Nestor Garcia Vega finished the race in 6th. With 4 races left to go, leading the way is now Francis Sever of France with 189 points. Ross Owen is second with 181 points. Third place is Nestor Garcia Vega of Argentina with 156 points. Fourth is Bjorn Waldgaard with 151 points. And to wrap the top 5 is Andrea de Almich with 145 points. At the bottom of the board is Gustav Gosselin with 89 points for Belgium. And now going over to race number 13. We go to the 1,000 kilometers at Austria. Bjorn Waldgaard takes another victory. Francis Sever is sent for France. Dieter Kester is third for Austria. Gustav Gosselin is fourth for Belgium. And Graham Hill rounds up the top 5 for the United Kingdom. Meanwhile, where is Francis Sever finished second, sorry. Race number 14. We go to Paul Ricard in France. Gustav Gosselin wins for Belgium. Andrea de Almich is third for Italy. Nestor Garcia Vega is third for Argentina. Fourth is Dieter Kester. Francis Sever rounds up the top 5 for France. Race number 15. We head to the United Kingdom at Silverstone. Nestor Garcia Vega takes another win for Argentina. Ludwig Heimerth is second for Canada. Andrea de Almich is third for Italy. Gustav Gosselin is fourth. Ross Owen running off your top 5 as Francis Sever finished the race in 9th place. And for the 16th and final race of Group C, we go to 6 hours of Watkins Glen. Another victory going to Nestor Garcia Vega of Argentina. Francis Sever is second for France. Al Unser is third for the United States. Gustav Gosselin is fourth. Andrea de Almich rounding off your top 5. And the winner of Group C, it is Francis Sever with 247 points. Nestor Garcia Vega is second with 230 points. Ross Owen is third for West Germany with 215 points. Andrea de Almich takes fourth for Italy with 202 points. Bjorn Waldgaard is fifth for Sweden with 197 points. Sixth is Ludwig Heimerth with 183 points. Graham Hill is 7th, 171 points. So is Al Unser of the United States. He also has 171 points. 9th is Dieter Kester of Austria with 157 points. Joe Siffer is 10th for Switzerland with 154 points. And in 11th position is Gustav Gosselin for Belgium with 153 points. So with just one group left to go, let's take a look at the standings. With Group C out of the way, looking at the standings, the top 3 of the Drivers' Championship standings has remained untouched, with Jackie Regazzoni and Stewart still in the top 3, but in the Nations competition, the top 4 are separated by only 22 points between the United Kingdom, France, Italy and Switzerland. So the fight for the win of the Nations competition is really hotting up, and it's really close between 4 teams. Francis Sever gives himself 4 for France, which definitely helped France get them into a title fight with them and the United Kingdom, with Nat Galli, Andrea de Almich and Giancarlo Gagliardi helping Italy out, be in the fight for sitting in 3rd in the Nations competition, as they are 8th, 9th and tied for 11th in the Drivers' Championship standings. With Group D coming up, how will this affect the Drivers' and the Nations competitions? Well, without further ado, let's now move over to Group D. And here we go, the 4th and final group for the 1971 Formula World Cup, and without further ado, let's get straight into it. First race at Daytona, and the win going to Corrado Manfredini of Italy. Omri Pescalo is third for France. Carlos Peretti is third for Argentina. Jürgen Barth is fourth for West Germany, and Herbert Muller is rounds off the top 5 for Switzerland. Going over to race number 2, we head to South Africa. Ryan Weissel wins for Sweden. Jürgen Barth is third for West Germany. Corrado Manfredini is third for Italy. Fourth is Peter Gerson of the United Kingdom. And Omri Pescalo rounds off the top 5 for France. Race number 3, we go to the 12-hour Sebring. Eldon Rasmussen wins for Canada. Carlos Peretti is third for Argentina. Ryan Weissel is third for Sweden. Fourth is Corrado Manfredini of Italy. Omri Pescalo rounds off the top 5 for France. And to complete the first quarter of Group D, We go to Spain, and it's Corrado Manfredini wins for Italy, Niki Lauda is second for Austria, Mario Andretti third for the United States, fourth is René Weissel of Sweden, and Henri Pascal runs off the top 5 for France. So we're 4 races in, and leading the way is Corrado Manfredini with 79 points, René Weissel is second for Sweden with 61 points, Henri Pascal is third for France with 53 points, Carlos Peretti is fourth with 50 points, Jurgen Barr runs up the top 5 with 47 points. At the bottom of the board so far is Hugh de Vierland of Belgium with 30 points. Going to race number 5, at the 1000 Claws of Monza, René Weissel wins for Sweden, Mario Andretti is third for the United States, Niki Lauda is third for Austria, Corrado Manfredini is fourth for Italy, Henri Pascal runs off the top 5 for France. Race number 6. We go to 1000 Kilometers of Spa-Francorchamps. Hugh de Vierland wins his home race. Niki Lauda is second for Austria. Corrado Manfredini is third. Eldon Rasmussen is fourth. Mario Andretti running off your top 5. Race number 7. We go to the Targa Florio, and it's Corrado Manfredini that wins for Italy. Pierre Gesson is second for the United Kingdom. Niki Lauda is third. Henri Pascal is fourth. René Weissel runs up the top 5 for Sweden. And to complete the first half of Group D, we go to Monaco. Henri Pascal wins for France, Mario Andretti is second, Niki Lauda is third, Pierre Gesson is fourth, and Corrado Manfredini running off your top 5. So we're halfway to Group D. Leading the way is Corrado Manfredini with 144 points. René Weissel is second for Sweden with 117 points, Niki Lauda is third with 113 points, Henri Pascal is fourth with 111 points, and Mario Andretti runs up the top 5 with 93 points. At the bottom of the board is Herbert Müller of West Germany with 71 points. Actually, no, not West Germany, sorry. Switzerland, I should say, sorry, because Jurgen Barth is West Germany in this group. Race number 9. We go to the Indy 500. Carlos Peretti wins for Argentina. Henri Pascal is third for France. Mario Andretti takes third. Niki Lauda is fourth for Austria. Corrado Manfredini running off your top 5. And going over to race number 10, we go to the 1000 kilometers of the Nürburgring. Henri Pascal takes another win for France. Corrado Manfredini is second. Carlos Peretti third for Argentina. Eldon Rasmussen is fourth. And Peter Gesson rounds off your top 5. Race number 11. We go to the 24 Hours of Le Mans. It's Herbert Müller wins for Switzerland. Pierre Gesson is third for the United Kingdom. René Weissel is third for Sweden. Hugh de Vierland is fourth. And Corrado Manfredini running off your top 5 for Italy. And to complete the third quarter of Group D, we go to the Netherlands at Zandvoort. Pierre Gesson takes the win. Carlos Peretti is second for Argentina. Jurgen Barth is third. Hugh de Vierland is fourth. Niki Lauda runs off the top 5 for Austria. Meanwhile, Corrado Manfredini finished the race in 10th. With 4 races left to go, leading the way, it is Corrado Manfredini with 192 points. Henri Pascal is second with 171 points. Niki Lauda is third with 154 points. René Weissel is fourth with 149 points. And to wrap the top 5 is Carlos Peretti with 146 points. At the bottom of the board so far is Eldon Rasmussen of Canada with 150 points, one less than Jurgen Barth of West Germany. Going to race number 13, we go to the 1000 kilometers at Austria. Pierre Gesson takes the win for the United Kingdom. Hugh de Vierland is second, Eldon Rasmussen is third, Corrado Manfredini is fourth, Henri Pascal running off your top 5 for France. Race number 14. We go to France at Paul Ricard. Jurgen Barth wins for West Germany. Herbert Müller is second. Carlos Peretti is third. Fourth is Mario Andretti. Eldon Rasmussen runs off the top 5 for Canada as Corrado Manfredini finished the race in 10th. Race number 15. We go to the United Kingdom at Silverstone. Hugh de Vierland takes another win for Belgium. Herbert Müller is second for Switzerland. Henri Pascal is third. Pierre Gesson fourth. And Niki Lauda running off your top 5 as Corrado Manfredini finished the race in 7th. And for the final race, at 6 hours at Watkins Glen, Henri Pascal wins for France. Second is Hugh de Vierland. Mario Andretti is third. Carlos Peretti is fourth. Eldon Rasmussen runs off the top 5 as Corrado Manfredini finished the race in 7th. And the winner of Group D, it is... it's Henri Pascal with 230 points. Corrado Manfredini is second with 229 points. Niki Lauda is third for Austria with 191 points. Pierre Gesson and Hugh de Vierland tie for fourth for the United Kingdom and Belgium with 190 points each. Sixth is Carlos Peretti of Argentina with 186 points. Mario Andretti is seventh for the United States with 181 points. Eighth is Herbert Müller of Switzerland with 180 points. Rene Weissel is 9th for Sweden with 176 points. Jürgen Barth is 10th for West Germany with 164 points. And 11th position is Eldon Rasmussen of Canada with 163 points. So with the fourth and final group completed, let's take a look at the stats before we head over to the 1971 World Cup final. And that is the fourth and final group completed. Looking at the driver standings, the top four have remained the same, with Henry Pescado managing to slot into joint fifth with Nesta Garcia Vega of Argentina. In the nations competition, it has basically now become a 3-way fight between the United Kingdom, Italy and France, with 30 points separating them, and France and Italy have both got ahead of the United Kingdom to take the top two spots in the nations competition, with the defending champions of the United Kingdom slipping down to third, Switzerland and Belgium dropping quite a bit behind in fourth and fifth respectively, but of course do not count them out, as they definitely will have a chance to still jump ahead to take home the nations title. So, let's take a look at the other drivers who have made it to the final even though they are not in the top 24. And here are the drivers outside the top 24 but have made it to the top 36 to make it to the final. And surprised to see Mario Andretti down there in 25th in the United States with only 181 points. Herbert Muller struggling for Switzerland with 180 points. And then we've got John Surtees, I'm surprised to see only down 29th with 174 points. Graham Hill really struggling, tying in 31st with Al Unser with 171 points each. Jürgen Barth in 34th, 164 points, with Joe Bonnier and Eldon Rasmussen holding up the last two spots to make the cut-off. And here are the drivers that have failed to make it into the 1971 Formula World Cup final. Austria have had three drivers just missing out, sitting in 37th, 38th and 39th, all of them not going into the final, with Kiester, Marco and Uber. Another big surprise is Joe Siffer down in 40th, who has failed to make it into the final with only 154 points. So with that all sorted, it is time to see who will be the drivers and nations champions as we head over to the 1971 Formula 1 World Cup final. And here we go, the 1971 World Cup final. So we've done all four groups, we know our final 36, but let's just recap who are the 36 finalists in this World Cup final. So we've got all 11 teams have got at least one drive made through. We'll start with Argentina. They have got 3 drives made through with Nesta Garcia Vega, Jorge Omar Del Rio and Carlos Peretti. They are sitting 5th, 22nd and 23rd going into this final. Next team is Austria. They've only got one driver made through, that's Niki Lauda, who's coming to this final in 17th position. Next up is Belgium. They have got 3 drivers made through with Jackie X, Hughes de Vierland and Jean-Pierre Gabon. They are 3rd, 18th and 33rd going into this final. Next team, Canada. They've got 3 drivers made through, John Cannon, Ludwig Heimer Sr. and Eldon Rasmussen. 21st, 24th and 36th is where they stand going into this final. And next up is France. They've got all 4 drivers made through. Carlos Saver is 4th, Henri Pescado is 6th, Jean-Pierre Bertoy is 16th, and Raymond Turo is 30th. Next up with Italy. They've got all 4 drivers made through. We've got Corrado, Manfredini, Nanni Galli, Andrea de Amash, and Giancarlo Gagliardi. They are 7th, 10th, 11th, and 13th going into this final. Then we've got Sweden. They've got all 4 drivers made through. Ronnie Pearson's 8th, Bjorn Waldgaard 14th, Rain Wiesel is 27th, and Joe Bonnier in 35th. And then we've got Switzerland. They've got 3 drivers made through. Clay Regazzoni, Walter Brunn, and Herbert Muller. 2nd, 20th, and 26th is where they stand. And then we've got the United Kingdom. They've got all 4 drivers made through. Jackie Stewart is the number 1 driver in this final. Pierre Gesson is 19th. John Surtees is 29th. And Graham Hill is 32nd. And then we've got the United States. They've got all 4 drivers made through. AJ Foy is 12th. Joe Leonard is 15th. Mario Andretti 25th. And Al Unser is 31st. And the final team is West Germany. They've got 3 drivers made through. Rolf Stoneman is 9th. Helmut Lewis is 28th. And Jürgen Barth is 34th. So that's the drivers. Without further ado, let's get to the first race of Daytona. The 24th Daytona is going to be won by Walter Brunn of Switzerland. John Cannon is 2nd. Helmut Lewis is 3rd. Clay Regazzoni 4th. Omri Pascal is 5th. Joe Bonnier 6th. Al Unser 7th. Jorge Omar de Rio is 8th. Bjorn Waldgaard 9th. And Carlos Peretti rounding off your top 10. Roy Pearson is 36th. We've got Corrado Manfredi 22nd, Francis Severus 21st, Jackie X 18th, Nanny Galley 16th, Nessa Garcia Vega 15th, Jackie Stewart 13th, and Ross Stolen in 11th. And going to race number 2, we head to South Africa. Ronnie Pearson takes the win for Sweden. Mario Andretti 7th for the United States. Jorge Omar de Real is 3rd. Al Unser 4th for the United States. Graham Hill is 5th. Pierre Gesson is 6th. Helmut Lewis is 7th. Francis Severus 8th. Bjorn Waldgaard 9th. And Clay Regazzoni rounding off your top 10. We've got Corrado Manfredini is 32nd, Nanny Galley is 31st, Jackie X is 29th, Nestor Garcia Vega 28th, Ross Stolen is 22nd, Omri Pascal is 14th, Jackie Stewart is in 13th. Race number 3. We go to the 12-hour Sebring. Mario Andretti wins for the United States. John 30 7th for the United Kingdom. AJ Foyt is 3rd for the United States, with Jackie X is 4th. Omri Pascal is 5th. Nanny Galley is 6th. Joe Leonard is 7th. Raymond Turo is 8th. Bjorn Waldgaard 9th. And Jean-Pierre Gabon rounds off your top 10. Jackie Stewart is 34th. Claire X only 31st. Nestor Garcia Vega 25th, Roy Pearson 22nd, Francis Severus 13th, Rosto in 12th, and Corrado Manfredini is in 11th. And for the first quarter of this final, we go to Spain at Montjuic. Nanny Galley wins for Italy. Jurgen Barth is 2nd. Ronnie Pearson takes 3rd. Pierre Gesson is 4th. Jackie Stewart is 5th in the United Kingdom. Jean-Pierre Gabon is 6th for Belgium. Mario Andretti 7th. Hughes de Ferran is 8th. Jorge Omar de Real is 9th. Walter Brunn rounds off your top 10. Nestor Garcia Vega is 33rd. We've got Jackie X 23rd, Claire X only 22nd, Corrado Manfredini is 19th, Rosto is 17th, Omri Pascal is 12th, and Francis Serra is in 11th. So 4 rounds in, we can see the standings. Mario Andretti's got the most points so far with 54 in first place. Roy Pearson is second with 37. Nanny Galley is in third with 35 points. Jorge Omar de Real is fourth with 31 points. Rounding off the top 5 is Walter Brunn of Switzerland with 30 points. We have got Nicky Lauda at minus 6. Vernon Weissel is minus 4. Eldon Rasmus is also minus 4. We got Andre de Animage in minus 1 point. We got Giglari, Jean-Pierre Beltois, and Nestor Garcia Vega all sitting on 0 points. And moving over to race number 5. We go to 1000 Claus in Monza. Ludwig Heimer Sr. takes the win for Canada. Ross Stolen is in 2nd. AJ Foyt is 3rd. Jackie Stewart takes 4th. Joe Bonnier 5th. Jean-Pierre Gabon is 6th. Nestor Garcia Vega 7th. Bjorn Waldgaard 8th. John 30 is 9th. And Ronnie Pearson running off your top 10. As we have got Nanny Galley in 33rd. We've got Corrado Manfredini 27th. Omri Pascal 26th. Francis Serra is 24th. Claire X only is 16th, and Jackie X is in 11th. Race number 6. We go to 1000 Claus of Spa Frank Shop. Jackie Stewart takes the race win. Bjorn Waldgaard is 2nd. Walter Brunn is 3rd. Joe Leonard is 4th. Henri Pascal is 5th. Nanny Galley is 6th. Al Unser 7th. Jean-Pierre Beltois is 8th. Joe Bonnier 9th. And Jean-Pierre Gabon rounding off your top 10. Claire X only is 33rd. We've got Francis Server 26th. We've got Roy Pearson 18th, Corrado Manfredini 17th, Nestor Garcia Vega 15th, Jackie X 30th, Ross Stolen is in 11th. Race number 7. We go to Targa Florio. Ronnie Pearson has got another win under his belt. Jorge Omar de Real is 2nd, Giglari is 3rd, Mario Andretti 4th, Joe Leonard is 5th, Jean-Pierre Beltois 6th, Carlos Peretti 7th, Walter Brunn is 8th, Raymond Turo is 9th, Bjorn Waldgaard running off your top 10. Nanny Galley is in 36th, Nestor Garcia Vega 33rd, Jackie X is 31st, Jackie Stewart is 27th, Claire is only 25th, Francis Serra is 23rd, Corrado Manfredini is 19th, Ross Stolen is in 16th, and Omri Pascalo is in 11th. And to play the halfway mark of the final, we go to Monaco. It's another victory for Jackie Stewart. Jurgen Barth is 7th for West Germany. Helmut Lewis is 3rd. Nicky Lauda 4th for Austria. Jackie X is 5th. Nanny Galley is 6th. 7th is Andre de Animage. Eldon Rasmus is 8th. Bjorn Waldgaard 9th. And John 30th rounds off your top 10. Francis Serra is 36th. Roy Pearson 35th. We've got Corrado Manfredini 22nd. Henri Pascal 21st. Ross Stolen is 20th. Claire X only is 15th. Nestor Garcia Vega 14th. And that's it really. And We're halfway into the final. Looking at the standings, Jackie Stewart's got the most points so far with 78 points. Mario Andretti is second with 67 points. Roy Pearson is third with 65 points. Bjorn Waldgaard is fourth with 62 points. Walter Brown rounds off the top 5 for Switzerland with 54 points. We've got one driver that's got a minus score right now, and that's Rennie Weissel of Sweden with minus 4 points. Moving over to race number 9, we go to the Indy 500. It's another win for Jackie Stewart. Walter Brun takes time for Switzerland. Ludwig Heimer Sr. is third. Fourth is Mario Andretti. Ryan Weissel is fifth. Jürgen Barth is sixth. John 37th. Jean-Pierre Beltois is eighth. Eldon Rasmussen ninth. And Nicky Lauda rounding off your top 10. Nestor Garcia Vega is 36th. Rostone is 34th. Roy Pearson 32nd. Francis Serra is 28th. Claire Zoe 24th. Corrado Manfredi is 20th, Naigali is 18th, Jackie X is 15th, and Henri Pascalo is in 11th. Race number 10. We go to the 1000 clause of the Nürburgring. Ronnie Pearson takes another victory. AJ Foyt is second. Walter Brun is third. Ludwig Heimer Sr. is fourth. Al Unser is fifth. Jean-Pierre Beltois is sixth. Mario Andretti 7th. Jackie Stewart is eighth. Jean-Pierre Gabon 9th. And Henri Pascalo running off your top 10. Nestor Garcia Vega is 36th, Corrado Manfredi is 33rd, Ross Stone is 29th, Naigali is 28th, Francis Serra is 26th, Claire is only 24th, Jackie X is in 14th place. Going to race number 11, we head over to the 24 Hours of Le Mans. It's Ludwig Heimer Sr. takes the win for Canada. Eldon Rasmussen is in second to make it on Canada 1-2. Andre de Amich is third. Joe Leonard is fourth. Nicky Lauda takes fifth. Helmut Lewis is sixth. Jean-Pierre Gabon is seventh. Mario Andretti eighth. John 30th ninth. And Giancarlo Gigliotti running off your top 10. Henri Pascalo is 36th, Ross Stone is 34th, Francis Serra is 33rd, Roy Pearson is 32nd, Claire Erickson is 28th, Naigai 25th, Jackie Stewart 22nd, Corrado Manfredi 19th, Nestor Garcia Vega is 14th, and Jackie X is in 13th. And to play the third quarter of the final, we head over to the Netherlands in Zandvoort. John 30 takes the win for the United Kingdom, Roy Pearson is second, Jackie X is third, Eldon Rasmussen is fourth, Francis Serra is fifth, Jackie Stewart is sixth, Mario Andretti is seventh, Naigali 8th, Jean-Pierre Beltois is 9th, and Hughes de Ferland running off your top 10. So we've got Rosso is 31st, Claire Erickson is 28th, Henri Pascal is 27th, we've got Nestor Garcia Vega 19th, Corrado Manfredi is in 15th place. And with 4 races left to go, looking at the standings, Jackie Stewart has the most amount of points so far with 121 points. Roy Pearson is second with 110 points. Mario Andretti third in the United States with 106 points. Fourth is Walter Brown with 90 points. And to complete the top 5 is Ludwig Heimer Sr. with 84 points for Canada. And at the bottom of the board we've got Nestor Garcia Vega and Corrado Manfredini with 5 points each. Going to race number 13, we head to the 1000 kilometers at Austria. Jackie Stewart takes yet another victory. AJ Foyt is 7th in the United States, John 30 is 3rd, Rennie Weissel is 4th, Francis Serra is 5th, Giancarlo Gigliotti is 6th, Raymond Turo is 7th, 8th is Nestor Garcia Vega, Nicky Lauda is 9th, and Bjorn Waldgaard running off your top 10. Henri Pascal is 33rd, Corrado Manfredi is 32nd, Ross Stone is 28th, Jackie X is 25th, Claire Erickson is 22nd, Naigali is in 15th, and Ronnie Pearson is in 12th. Going to race number 14, we head to France at Paul Ricard. Eldon Rasmussen takes the win for Canada, Roy Pearson is in second, Corrado Manfredi is third, fourth is Herbert Muller, Joe Bonnier fifth for Sweden, sixth is Jackie X, Francis Serra is seventh, Jürgen Barth is eighth, Pierre Gessen is ninth, and Rennie Weissel running off the top 10 for Sweden. We've got Jackie Stewart in 26th, Henri Pascal is 24th, Rosso is 23rd, Naigai is 20th, Nestor Garcia Vega is in 15th, and Clay Regazzoni in 11th. Head to the penultimate race, race number 15. We go to Silverstone in the United Kingdom. Joe Laird wins for the United States with Jackie X in second. Hughes de Ferland is third. Jean-Pierre Gabon is fourth. Bjorn Waldgaard fifth. Pierre Gessen is sixth. Graham Hill takes seventh. AJ Foy is eighth. Al Unser ninth. And Jorge Omar de Rio rounds off your top 10. So we've got Nestor Garcia Vega in 35th. Naigali is 33rd. Francis Serra is 32nd. Claire Erickson is 28th. Corrado Manfredi 24th, Ronnie Pearson is 22nd, Rollstone is 18th, Jackie Stewart is in 16th, and Ernie Pescado is in 11th, And for the 16th and final race of this final, we head to 6 hours of Watkins Glen. It's a win for Ronnie Pearson, with Jackie X in 2nd, Pierre Gesson is 3rd, Raymond Turo is 4th, Mario Andretti 5th, 6th is Jorge Omar de Rio, 7th is Helmut Lewis, 8th is Andre de Amage, Nestor Garcia Vega 9th, and Al Unser rounding off your top 10. We've got Rollstone 29th, Kramer 28th, Arnie Pascal is 25th, Claire Zoe 24th, Nani Gali is 20th, Jackie Stewart is 17th, Francis Serra is in 14th. So that is the end of the final. The driver with the most amount of points in this final is Ronnie Pearson with 159 points. Jackie Stewart is 2nd, United Kingdom with 146 points. Mario Andretti is 3rd with 121 points. Jackie X is 4th with 104 points. Then we've got Walter Brown 5th with 95 points for Switzerland. 6th is AJ Foy with 88 points. 7th is John Sargent with 84 points. 8th is Ledger Kyrosini with 80 points. 9th is Bjorn Waldgaard with 38 points. Rounding off the top 10 is Joe Land of the United States with 70 points. 11th is Eldon Rasmussen of Canada with 69 points. Jörgen Barth takes 12th with 66 points. Jorge Omar de Real is 13th with 64 points. 14th Helmut Lewis of West Germany with 61 points. 15th Nigel Galley with 58 points. 16th Al Unser with 57 points. 17th is Henri Pascalo of France with 55 points. 18th is Pierre Gesson with 54 points. 19th Jean-Pierre Gabon with 53 points. And to round the top 20 is Niki Lauda with 47 points. 21st is Francis Serra with 44 points. 22nd Joe Bonnier with 41 points. Hughes de Ferland takes 23rd for Belgium with 39 points. 24th Graham Hill with 37 points. Jean-Pierre Beltois is 25th with 35 points. Andre de Amage for Italy is 26th with 32 points. Raymond Turo is 27th with 31 points. 28th is Ross Stolen with 30 points. Ferrari Weissel is 29th with 29 points. Running off the top 30 is Carlos Peretti of Argentina with 27 points. Claire Regazzoli takes 31st with 24 points. 32nd is Herbert Muller with 22 points. John Cannon is 33rd with 21 points, along with Corrado Manfredini of Italy. 35th is Giancarlo Gigliotti with 20 points. And at the bottom of the board in this file is Nestor Garcia Vega with 18 points. So that is the final out of the way. It's time to see who is the 1971 Drivers and Nations Champions. And here is the result at the end of the final, and the United Kingdom managed to launch themselves back into top spot and win their 12th Nations Championship title, with the United States and Sweden managing to jump France and Italy, putting them from 1st and 2nd down to 4th and 5th. What a final that is, and Jackie Stewart is a Drivers' Champion with 425 points. 50 more than 2nd place, going to Ronnie Pearson of Sweden. Jackie X in 3rd, Mario Andretti 4th, and Francis Serra round the top 5 for France. What a final that was. And let's take a look at the drivers who were in the final but did not make the top 24. And here is the rest of the standings of the drivers that didn't make the final. We got Al Unser, who didn't have a very strong group stage, and he didn't have a good final either, putting him joint 26th with Jean-Pierre Beltois, sharing 228 points respectively. Graham Hill had a really bad group stage, but at the final it did not get any better for him, only scoring 37 points in the final to put him 31st with only 208 points. But I hope you enjoyed the 1971 season, and with the United Kingdom winning both the Drivers and the Nations Championships again, what will the 1972 bring? Will someone be able to finally dethrone the United Kingdom and end their dominant run? Or will the United Kingdom make it a 13th Nations title? And will the United Kingdom win the Drivers title again? I hope to see you for the 1972 season, where we will find out. So I'll see you over there.